Joe Pietaro here with your Muscle Sport Minute for today. This episode is brought to you by HotStuffNutritionals.com, the makers of Glandol. You got to check out their Maximum Strength Raw Gland Complex at HotStuffNutritionals.com. Let's talk a little NBA. The big three of the Cleveland Cavaliers decided not only to sit out the same game, but didn't even make the trip to Memphis to play the Grizzlies. Now, I don't know. Listen, I'm a parent. I take my son to, he's a teenager. I take him to NBA games. And let's just say he's a Boston Celtics fan. Unlike myself, I'm a Knicks fan. He's smarter than his father. Didn't take after me, thankfully, with that woe-begone franchise. But let's just say he was a Cavaliers fan. And we lived in Memphis. We lived south where we are than we are in freezing cold New York, where it's like 20 degrees outside right now. And we, made a pact. And what are your Christmas gifts? So you want to see your hero, LeBron James, and you're a big Cavs fan, and you got your, 23 James jersey, and we got great seats, and we spent a lot of money, and we go to the game, and we find out that not only is LeBron not playing, but he's not even going to see him sitting on the bench because he's sitting home in Ohio. And Irving and Love as well. Holy fuck. 3 fucking superstars. Now, needless to say, basically Cleveland just gave the game away and they ended up losing to the Grizzlies. And but this is their one trip a year. It's a Western Conference team. They only play each other twice a year because Cleveland's in the East, obviously. So there's a home and home type of situation where they play one game and then one game hosting the Western Conference clubs. But we have a 31-year-old LeBron James. Yes, I know he's been in the league 14 years. He's been there since he was just out of high school, the man-child. Kevin Love's 28, and Irving is the baby of the bunch at 24. What are we, like 30-something games into the fucking season? And these guys need a day off, complete day off. It's not even like they only played, limited minutes. A complete day off and don't even make the trip. This is the problem with today's athletes. There was a great article. Mike Vaccaro, New York Post, wrote an article today, and even Jeff Hornacek, the coach of the Knicks, because Carmelo is looking for a day off as well. I mean, what is it? Everything LeBron does, Carmelo has to do. It's amazing. I can't stand either one of them. But Hornacek even admitted in the post-game press conference that in his day, nobody took off, and he played with Karl Malone and John Stockton, and these guys never took a day off. And it's amazing how today's athlete always needs a day off. And it's not even just today. Something else just pissed me off, me being a Mets fan. There used to be the old Mike Piazza day game after a night game off. I know he was a catcher and he took a beating behind the plate and he was their top hitter. Yeah, I get it. But it was an automatic. If Piazza was in the lineup on Saturday night and there was a Sunday matinee at Shea, he was not going to be there. So all those little kids that went to that day game, because that's most of the time when kids go is on Sunday day games, and there's rarely day games anymore in baseball too. Piazza was not going to be in there, and he was the fan favorite. He was the draw. So I don't know. But you go back 20, 30 years ago, you never had a superstar, especially a superstar taking a day off. This guy had to be in there. That was his job, and it is LeBron's job. And it's Carmelo's job to be there and be the team leader. Yeah, I know LeBron deserves a little credit because he won the championship in Cleveland. And I gave him credit. I think it was a great series last year, and they're probably going to be back again. But I think this was a bad move. And I blame Tyronn Lue, the coach. I mean, the coach is he's got to show some authority there and say, oh, you 3 of you is going to stay home? What, he's going to have a fucking sleepover there at one of his house? So, I mean, enough's enough. I think it's a bunch of horse shit. I don't think they should have been allowed to do it, but they were, and that's just my 2 cents. MuscleSportMag.com/subscribe. $32 a year, free shipping in the United States. We'll see you next time.